Love the Wrestling Fandom podcast? Help us grow and rep the fandom in style. Grab your exclusive merchandise now at thetstop.net. Support the show and look awesome doing it.
This podcast is intended for passionate wrestling fans and may contain strong language, spoilers, and unfiltered opinions. We'll be talking storylines, swerves, and possibly burying your favorite wrestler, all in good fun. If you're easily offended or kayfabe sensitive, consider this your official heel turn warning. Now that you've been warned, let's ring the damn bell.
Yo, step in the ring, it's go time. Wrestling Fandom podcast. Lights go bright, bell go ding. We talking legends in the wrestling ring. Classic fights, title bouts. If you love this game, no doubt. News break, history deep. Spokane roots, stories to keep. YouTube gems, we bring that heat. Wrestling Fandom can't be beat. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Wrestling Fandom, run that hit. Old school, new school, keep it tight. Wolf pack, vibes all night. Welcome to the Wrestling Fandom podcast.
Hey, Gregors! WrestleMania Night 2 was so much better.
Oh, God. Dude, don't even. Like, are we serious right now?
I believe so.
I mean, that's my thought. That just, wow.
Oh, yeah? That bad
Wow.
for you?
It's 420. Maybe somebody was smoking too much in the back. I don't.
Yeah. That's fucking funny. It took me surprise. Now, let's be honest. You're only talking about the main event.
I feel like my dad went for milk and never came back. I'm so sad.
That's funny.
I'm so sad.
That's funny. All right. We'll get back to that because, I mean, that is the main event. Sorry, I'm getting back to my notes.
I had to come. I gotta come down for a second off of that. That just like, oh, dude.
And that's
It's
why
like seeing your parents banging in the bedroom for the first time. It's like, oh God, why?
And that's why these live reactions are awesome.
Oh man.
But okay, overall, night 2 just solidified that Sunday night of WrestleMania weekend is WrestleMania. Saturday is just the prelims. The Sunday night heat taping before the pay-per-view.
I'll give you that.
Because tonight, even the crowd was better. Like, the crowd was way hotter than last night.
Yeah, from what I was told by our live correspondent in the crowd, it was. He said it was equal as far as energy, and then it went up about halfway through the show. We'll get to that in a little bit, and then I believe they lost them.
We'll see. But all right. Calm down, Greg. Let's talk about what started the show. The women's 3-way for the championship. I can't lie.
That match.
That match almost seemed better than anything, including the main event last night. To me, I was
It was
watching that.
no.
I was like, "What?"
It was one of the matches that makes you remember the women's revolution.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely. It's
and
not dead. It was just sleeping.
yeah, like those three went out there and put on a hell of a match. That honestly, that was a match on a card that definitely deserved to. I would pay $700 because that match
Reverse the
was.
card. I need an Uno reverse card. Where the fuck is that Uno kit? I know there's one around here somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh, man. Jesus.
Screw it. Let's
Like,
just get to it. We'll come back. What do you got to say,
I
Greg?
can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who booked this shit? Who booked this shit, Jesse? It is 4:20. I'm not even that stoned. Like that was some bullshit. Okay, hey, okay. Cena's entrance, whatever. That was cool. Blake out, emo, Cena, whatever. Cody's entrance, Evil Knievel, what I guess? Evil Knievel, if that's what you want to call it. The whole match was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just what the fuck?
I mean,
Good on the stick, but shitty when it comes to getting down and dirty, I guess. I mean, that's like being at the bar talking a big game to a woman and then getting home and having a 2mm Peter. I mean, that just doesn't make fucking sense to me. I mean, they talked this big old story up for the last, 2-3 months, and this is what we
Yeah.
get for a payoff.
I don't
You
think it's the
promise us
payoff.
you promise us a steak and we end up going to McDonald's. This is horse shit. I want my money back.
Well,
Why the fuck was Travis Scott there? What the fuck?
I agree.
What
I
the
agree
fuck?
with you on. I totally agree with you on the Travis Scott. Too.
Bullshit!
Right?
I mean, just fucking why?
I couldn't tell you,
We
bro.
Are sales low on the replica belts?
I don't even think they make that hardcore title.
Is John Cena still doing Make-A-Wish deals?
No, they
Did he
gave
lose a
him a
bet?
Make-A-Wish.
I'm surprised you're not as hot as I am on this. This is just like, I fucking don't know. Another thing too, where was The Rock? All that bullshit and no Rock. Too busy filming Jumanji 3?
Or Tooth Fairy 2.
I mean, Tooth Fairy 2.5? Like, I'm... Oh, God. Why us? Why? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That was like the herpes you bring back home from Vegas.
I mean, tomorrow is Monday.
Right? And they're not leaving Vegas yet. So,
Exactly.
I mean...
Exactly.
Wait.
But, okay.
My question is, where do you go from here?
Cody getting the title back at SummerSlam.
Well, yeah, I could see that. But at the same time, like, was it just a jab to get the fucking GOAT status off of Flair?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say it was more of a, how would you say? you know, John Cena is this generation's GOAT.
Yeah, but
And they just solidified it. He was what they really did is because they didn't need to solidify Steve Austin at all. And the
hey,
way
what do all of our generation's goats have? You know, like in common? Tom Brady, Cena. There's a few other ones. You know what they all have in common? Their last season was absolute horse shit.
can't disagree
I'm
with
sorry, am I wrong?
you. No. I mean, no. But no, I see this because that's where his redemption arc's gonna start. Because he's full time now.
Redemption arc?
Yep. By the time he retires at the pay-per-view ruthless aggression that they're gonna do at the end of the year, kind of well, that's the rumored thing, but
Yeah.
they're gonna he'll go out full he'll be a babyface. Straight up.
He looked like the old man that just got told he was a wigger at a party. Be rad, everybody. Be rad.
But no,
I can't stop. I can't stop talking shit about this because I feel disrespected.
If it was me 20 years ago, I would have been.
At the show? Yeah, I know.
Well, no. No. Fuck no. If it would have been 20 years ago, I would probably feel way worse than you do. And just being on here going off like this is a mistravesty, this is bullshit, this don't count, Ric Flair's got 21, doing all that kind of stuff right now. Okay, but it's
not even that pisses me off. It's just the match booking wasn't there. It was overhyped, underdelivered. Rogaine should have sponsored it.
No drumsticks.
Where else do you want me to go? Like,
you know what
Papa's
they were trying
John, you mean?
No, they had the big drumstick logo on the LEDs. So
okay, and here's the other part. Here's the other part. The reason that the match pissed me off the absolute most. Rewind back about I'd say about a minute prior to the match or before the video package. Cole goes on there and says to join us tomorrow on the Pat McAfee show as we're joined by John Cena. You jackass.
Yeah, but they've been saying that all day.
You jackass.
I know, right?
Like straight up. Like, why not just say join us tomorrow for the winner of the main event? You don't give it a fucking way. As soon as I heard that, I was like, yep, not interested anymore. Know what's happening. You jackass.
No, why is
fucking
that?
Just
Dummy, yeah.
What the fuck? Because if you say join us tomorrow at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific, with our guest is going to be John Cena. He's in the main event. We know that's going to be the fucking winner. You didn't mention Cody one fucking bit. If you would have said, join us tomorrow and we'll be joined by Cody and John as they discuss the match from today, that would have made damn sense.
Yeah.
But and it wouldn't have gave anything away.
Dummy, yeah.
It's just like last year when Sunday they were like all day long. Cody Rhodes will be on Good Morning America tomorrow. And
Right? I mean, oh god.
they like to spoil their own stuff. And it's funny because they like to do it
Spoiled it
right before.
like a gallon of milk left in the sun for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. I mean, whoever's sitting back there, I hope that they're just sitting there going,
I'm retarded.
I just fucking I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Okay, I gotta get off this tangent, or else we're gonna sit here all night and just talk about me freaking having.
I tried to go to
I don't even know what I want to
the
call
opening. You know.
Oh man, it's just what the fuck. Anyways, all right. The women's match was absolutely great. Let's
Yes, it
not
was.
like that was great. I'll be honest with you, my daughter cried.
Yeah.
I sent you the video
Yeah,
as it
you
was
did.
happening. She is such a huge Rhea fan that she lost it. She was really pulling for Rhea and wanted Rhea. I had to explain to her she will probably get a rematch at Backlash. So keep it together. I get it. It hurts.
Yeah. And dude,
I
I was completely shocked EO won. Completely. I didn't see
me
it
too.
coming.
I mean, don't get me wrong. No, neither one of us did. That was the one we did not call.
No.
That was your
No. That I thought that was gonna be EO being the sacrificial lamb. Like she was last year to Bailey. And this year I thought she was gonna be for Bianca. And then dude, they did it. They knew so many of us thought that. Because
yeah.
Bailey had Rhea. Or not Bailey. Belair had Rhea beaten.
Mm-hmm.
And then here comes Io. Boom! Like.
Honestly, the finish was clean. I loved it.
Yeah.
The spot where Rhea flipped Io up over and onto the turnbuckle post.
Oh,
beautiful,
dude. Yeah. That that was nice. I was not expecting her to do that. I figured it was going to be and then she pulled her forward. Wham!
Yeah.
Just smacked that poor girl.
The receipts given between Belair and Rhea, holy shit.
Yeah. And Rhea got the whip.
I felt like Rhea was about to beat her ass. and then spit in her face. That was like, oh shit. All right, back to business.
Yeah, a couple of them looked like they were live rounds. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like they were just like not quite on the same page.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I was at a family dinner. It is Easter. And when I watched her hit them and then pin Belair, and I was like, what the? Yeah!
Yeah, it's like, wait, what?
My kid's grandmother was right in front of me, just like caught off guard, and I was like, oh, sorry. Like,
it was definitely that moment of the night, that's for sure.
Oh yes. Like, and this is what made me think this is WrestleMania. Last night was Sunday Night Heat. And I hate to say that, but
I felt like it was the I guess it was kind of like the foreplay of Mania this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. There were certain like if you mix that card up and put it on one night, yes, you're gonna have a full day of a show. But damn.
Yeah.
I would have preferred it, honestly.
I mean, no offense, but if we would have taken off a couple of these cards that weren't 100% the best, like
Yeah,
honestly, not everybody needs to be on Mania.
true. This is true.
Like
This is
I
very true.
but I do understand, they got what, 150 wrestlers under contract,
Yeah,
and
but
they're
if you
all
think
trying to
about it,
give.
if they played it right, they could use access like they used to do to give everybody their shine during Mania weekend, so everybody makes a little bit of money on the merch and stuff.
Well, yeah. Uh,
I mean, that's the way I would
just
book it.
I just think there was, after looking at it all tonight, and then overall both nights, there was some people that should have been on both cards, and then there's some people that shouldn't have been, and some people that
Yeah.
weren't on any of the cards should have been.
What match on this card would you have taken off?
On this card,
Yeah.
sorry, looking at my notes just so. It's a hard one. But honestly,
Styles and Paul.
I'd have to say Randy Orton and Joe Henry.
What?
Yeah.
I like the pop. It
Don't
made
get
up
me
for
wrong.
Owens.
Don't get me wrong. It was the shit because I was stoked. I was absolutely stoked, but I just I could have got I could have but I could have also done without AJ and Paul.
Yeah, AJ and Paul just seemed like it wasn't there for me.
Yeah. Now, if you would have taken those two matches and added the triple threat men's last night onto this card, and then probably added the Jacob fought 2 and the Jey Uso match as well,
Yeah.
you could have done 6 hours instead of 8 hours. Could have done an
Yeah.
earlier
Oh, well,
start time,
definitely.
but no, it was just this match. The women's match was absolutely incredible. Like, incredible. Those three
Yeah,
brought
not
their
as
those three brought their A
one.
game.
Yeah. It, it was just one of those nights. It just felt fucking bass backwards, man.
Right?
Put the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
Like
get that.
I just felt like the wind was sucked out of the building immediately. Like everybody was just they're ready to go home after that one match. I swear you could have just had that triple threat on there. If you would have known it was going to be that great, you could have just had that and sent them home.
Yeah. I will say that that very well might have been the match of the night. And it was the first match.
From Joey
You even hit me up and said, "Dude, good luck following that."
Exactly. That was like how do you? Here's the funny note from Twitter tonight. Joey Janela just posted 12 minutes ago. Ric Flair is staying in my hotel, so I'll go downstairs to the bar shortly to see if he is having a meltdown. Hashtag WrestleMania 41. To be in that bar tonight.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
John Cena and Ric Flair walk into a bar.
And yeah.
Oh boy. Ah, God, I keep going back to that. I'm sorry. That dog shit.
You grew on me
Who booked
somehow.
this shit? It just
That's right. That's live editing, people. But then we had the Sin City Street Fight. What? What? Somehow you fucking were up here and it was like, whoa. Let's bring you back down.
The Sin City Street Fight was not there for me as well. Was not what I was expecting.
No, but it also, I don't really care for these kind of matches anymore because they happen so often in all wrestling. I understand why they're used and why they're done, but just too many times to where it's just like, do we really need a hardcore match? And also, are we just doing a gimmick match just to do a gimmick match? A hat on a hat?
I felt like it was just to say that they were in Vegas. So like, oh, let's get them a Sin City Street Fight. Just like when they're in Spokane, they call it a Spokane Street Fight. When they're in Seattle, they call it a Seattle Street Fight.
Yeah.
Just fucking book them in a fucking hardcore match. Call it what it is, and just leave it alone.
Right? See, and that's one I could have probably put on last night's card. You know?
I have never been this angry about a damn pay-per-view in my life.
That's probably not true.
Okay.
Like,
You're probably right.
I mean,
that I can remember.
Okay.
Right now.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
It's just fuck, dude. There was so much stuff that just wasn't there tonight. Other than it felt mixed too much. Like they're like, okay, let's just figure out where this goes.
I get that. There wasn't a very good flow of, bringing them up but that's also kind of what happens when you start off with some women that could fucking go just as well, if not better than some of the main event men.
Do you want to know how you get excitement back into a show?
Huh.
Let Stone Cold drive an ATV into the front fucking row.
Yeah. I don't know. I also thought when you heard Joe Henry's theme song, I thought that was
That
was a pop.
With one beer.
it was one of those moments where, man, seeing Stone Cold almost kill somebody in the front row with his ATV was fucking hilarious.
What?
See, I didn't get to see that part.
Yeah, he came around the corner a little bit too hot and crashed into the barricade coming around the corner where the Prime station is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he hit that sumbitch, and then there was a lady sitting there, and I'm pretty sure she pissed herself because she didn't get up.
What?
She didn't move.
What?
She didn't do a damn thing but sit and wait for security to come check on her.
What?
You hit her, Steve. You hit her with an ATV, brother.
I'm pretty sure he was planning to drive the ATV back up the ramp, but after hitting the rail and then consuming alcohol, he was like, yeah, probably not a good idea for me to get back on that shit again.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Oh, man, it was one of those things. It's just, that's probably my highlight of the night, other than the Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
I definitely have the WrestleMania hangover today, that's for sure.
Can I tell you what my moment was?
Vince McMahon not showing up?
Well, that's everybody's moment, but Dom becoming the Intercontinental Champion.
You mean Mr. Oh shit, I forgot to pose in the corner?
I did notice that. Halfway up the ramp. Oh, I'm going to go back to the ring.
Shit. I don't know if he forgot that his pyro was supposed to go off or somebody was like, hey, dipshit, we didn't get a title shot.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But, you know, I'm stoked. Dom's very deserving.
That on the men's side, that was my match of the night.
Yeah, the 4-way.
The 4-way, yeah.
Right.
You know, I've been talking about entrances all weekend, so I mean, the entrances weren't there as far as what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But everything else was.
I thought it was a very enjoyable 4-way because most of them are such cluster fucks, you know, like. And this one kind of ran pretty smooth. I was very impressed, and
I felt the same. It felt very clean, very crisp. Not a lot of confusion.
Yeah. But that's why they're on WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Like,
didn't say 3 midgets beating off it in a trash can.
did you say you're gonna go look at 3 midgets beating off in a trash can? I don't think.
No, I said the marquee says wrestling, not 3 midgets are beating off in a trash can.
Touche. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Once again, my views and
Smoke weed every day.
Well, it is 420, but we don't support this fool's ideas, thoughts, or mine. Leave the podcast alone. I'm not scared of you. Bring it on, Shiga Tits.
Uh-oh. Got something in the chat there.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of me? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of you. Like, not afraid of you.
We can get extreme, fool.
Bring it on, Buttercup.
But yeah, it's this weekend's drawn on as long as I can think. Any WrestleMania is drawn on. I mean, God forbid it's not like Wrestle Kingdom where we have to wake up at 4:00 in the morning to catch the feed.
Yeah. Now we'll get back to that. Let's finish running through these matches and then we'll get back to that because I also want to talk about that. And then after the IC title was the surprise of Joe Henry accepting Randy Orton's open challenge. Like I was expecting Rusev. I was expecting someone like that. I was not expecting
Aleister Black.
Yeah. I definitely wasn't expecting Joe Hendry. But I was like, oh, that's dope. The TNA World Champion on WrestleMania, dude. That is dope.
Hell has froze over in the wrestling industry on that level.
Yes. Because it's not
Definitely
WWE light, you know? Like
exactly.
Dixie made it.
Exactly. The main note from that for me was the fact that Randy looked very relaxed.
Yeah. Like
he was just having fun with it.
And it was also kind of like as if he was like, I'm going to enjoy this. Because he looked like...
Yeah, I don't have to work hard.
Yeah. Especially at the end when he slapped him on the chest. It was like...
Oh.
Just... Did good, kid. Did good. I'm going to go do my post.
And I'm going to... and then I'm going to RKO you again.
Yep.
And then I'm going to steal your post.
But I did notice something. Randy Orton's gear. Do you know
Yeah,
what that gear reminds you of?
the original gear that he wore,
Yeah, that was the first
the
thing.
throwback to.
Them little hot pants shorts, boy short things that he wore when he first showed up.
Yeah, it looked like they just sewed on some extra material.
Yeah, but I
Like,
noticed just that blue because that was
yeah,
a weird dark blue that you don't see used all the time,
yeah.
and then the yellow on it. Just instantly, I was like, "Oh shit, it's Randy Orton."
It's the throwback Orton.
Yeah, it's 2002 Randy Orton.
I mean, match was good as far as filler and everything. It
Yeah,
was what it was. It was entertaining.
it was a palate cleanser after the that was kind of like the intermission point is what it seemed like.
Kind of.
You know, just that let's wash your mouth
My
out and
intermission,
let's get ready for the
that was not
second half.
that was not my palate cleanser at all.
Yeah.
Tell you that right now.
Logan
That would
next
be
one.
Yeah, that would be the next one. I decided to check my Facebook and check my Instagram. Yeah, I did not really pay attention at all because they could not keep my interest. I tried. The video package lost me. I felt like I was watching a documentary on BBC. Like
We
it was not there for me.
but can I ask you a quick question?
What's that?
Legitimate 100% legitimate straight shooting question.
What's that?
What do you got against BBC documentaries? I fucking love those things.
That's what I turn on to fall asleep at night, home dog. Welcome to the BBC.
Never mind, I'll leave that. I'll leave that low hanging fruit for anyone that actually knows you alone. All right.
Shut the hell
But
up.
okay,
Shut up. Shut up.
as you were about the AJ Styles match.
It was just not there for me. It just seemed like a match that we would see on Raw. Just nothing cool about it. Nothing.
Yeah. See,
It was a fart in a bucket.
I can't really answer too much about this and the next match because I was driving home, so I was listening to him through Bluetooth, but I didn't see any of them.
Well, let's just say the tag team match, the women's tag match.
Dude, it was funny. I'm driving on the freeway, right? And
Yeah.
they're doing their entrances, and then it's Valkyria comes out, and I'm literally driving, and I'm like, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I was like, yep, I had a feeling it was gonna be Becky.
The second I heard her on the improv say that, start playing stupid, like, oh, is it WrestleMania season? Shut up, dumbass.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Well,
there.
I didn't think it was gonna be Becky, but I also, who else could it have been?
I have a question.
Yes.
When they go home, one of them's a heel, one of them's a face. Do they use different bathrooms? Do they sleep in different beds when they're in heel and like when one of them's a heel, one of them's a face? I'm just asking. I mean, that's just me. I want to know. Do y'all have a heel and a face bedroom? I mean, the more you know. I don't fucking know. I'm stoned right now. I'm sorry. It's 4:20. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't look at me like that. I'm stoned. Leave me alone.
That
Okay?
doesn't
All I'm doing it.
that doesn't give you any. Never mind.
Smoke
Never
weed every day.
Never mind.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Like, do they keep kayfabe at home? Like,
Probably not.
that'd be fucking hilarious.
It's
That'd
kayfabe.
be
Why would they do
fucking
that at home?
hilarious. Hey, kayfabe your kids. Fucking easy.
Kayfabe your kids.
Unless you're wait, hold on. I will take that back. It's easy to kayfabe your child, unless your kid or your father is Jesse Lawson. Let's just put it that way. Easy to kayfabe your kid if you're not Jesse Lawson. Because they know everything.
Yeah, because she's not interested in it.
That's because she watched you get the shit kicked out of you for a long ass time. But
3
anyway,
years
I
is
digress.
a long
Back
ass
to the
time.
matches.
Okay.
Long enough.
Okay. That's the only time
Long enough. We'll tell that to Roman Reigns.
That's the only time she wants to see wrestling is at a show. Other than that, she don't care.
There you go. Hey, some kids do, some kids don't. It's honestly for tonight. I would have told my kids to go away after the first match, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Everything else was just a fart in a fucking can.
See, if we were at
Just
if
not worth it for me.
yeah, I mean,
I wonder how many people are walking out of Allegiant Stadium right now.
you mean
Going,
trying
I paid
to leave?
$700. I paid $700 to sit up here for that bullshit. How am I going to explain this to my wife when I get home?
Why she sat home and watched it on the couch for free.
And straight up looked at it and went, this motherfucker's retarded. Spending all of our money to go see some dumb shit like that. I at that point, I would literally look at her and go, you right. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I'll take the trash out for the next month.
Yeah.
Well, for the price of those tickets for the next 4 years. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. See, and that's, I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, that's why if you look over your shoulder, you can see a lot of empty seats up there.
Exactly.
Like,
Are you really going to make me go back and relive this bullshit again?
what bullshit?
Do I have to go back and talk about John Cena versus Cody Rhodes?
No.
Do,
I'm
do I
just
have to
saying.
relive this? Do I have to relive this nightmare?
No, I'm talking about the damn ticket prices.
Oh, ticket prices were garbage. I mean, compared to Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, I mean, they're about the same level of bullshit. I'll say that.
But I'm sure there were pretty good seats today for pretty cheap at the box office. Like there
I
was.
I checked right during the start of the show. The cheapest up at the nosebleeds was $234. Two seats behind commentary was $2,000 a piece.
Yeah. Okay. See, there you go. $2,000 for right behind commentary.
And I may or may not. I may or may have not have started looking at tickets for New Orleans next year.
Well, we're wrestling fans, of course. I mean,
yeah. I mean, $500 to stay in a hotel. $500 to stay in a hotel, or for an Airbnb, or $1,000 to stay in a hotel a block away from the stadium.
Actually, it's more like rounding up numbers. It's about $1,800, and about a $500.
So if you
and about a $500 flight.
Yeah, true. But if you are watching this podcast and would like to help us get to WrestleMania next year, feel free to hop on over to our store on the T-Stop wrestling.net and get yourself a Wrestling Fandom Podcast t-shirt made exclusively by yours truly, Jesse Lawson.
Well designed. I don't.
I said design.
You
I
said
said design.
produced. Yeah. Okay.
You do,
Yeah.
you jackass. I know it's
Well,
420, man. Lay off the blunts.
it's not that. It's the T Stop. Those shirts for the Wrestling Fandom, I don't handle. Those come from a print on demand company. Just so then our fine listeners don't have to wait on my dumb fat ass.
This is true because we deliver furniture all day and don't have time sometimes.
Exactly. So I gotta, I gotta make sure our
Which
people are
shout out to
taken
our
care of.
boss. Shout out to our boss,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Rubin, for letting us take a little bit of a sponsorship, getting a little bit of a sponsorship shout out on this episode. And that would be our Rent Center located at 4003 East Break in Spokane, Washington. Come check out all of our merchandise. We have the top brands for cheap prices. Get you started today for as low as $19.99. Come see us 4003 East Break in Spokane.
Yeah.
Cheap plug. I'm sorry. I had
Hey.
to do it. I had to do it.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
But
I don't.
yeah, it's been a hell of a
But
weekend, Jesse. I mean,
it has. It seems like these two nights over the last couple years kind of really watered down the WrestleMania feeling. Because I
Yeah.
woke up Saturday morning like I do every year. It's WrestleMania Day. Got them butterflies. It's WrestleMania Day. The day that is meant for us wrestling fans. The only people in 2025 that there's no drama. We can take over a whole damn metropolis city in this
yeah,
world. No art, no drama, no, any of this crazy stuff that goes on in these different events.
yeah,
Because this is for us. Like, we're the oddities in the fandom world. Everyone looks
yeah.
at us like we're the freaks, because this is pro wrestling. And I just gotta say, after last night, I kind of felt really underwhelmed. And then today, I didn't
Yeah.
have much hope, to be honest with you. And I'm not going to do what all the internet wrestling fans do and just blame Triple H. Because it's not just one person.
No.
It's
It's
like a football team. This part I do know because I've heard it a lot. A lot of great men like Dave Turner have told me this plenty of times. It's like a football team. Triple H and his writers and all creative team and all that, they're the people that are the coaches that write the playbook. The wrestlers are the ones that have to execute the plays.
exactly.
And some of this stuff just didn't. Like John Cena and Cody, the whole thing. First off, I knew Cody was losing after he dropped Cena twice. And then I really knew he was going to do it when the second time was this past Friday night.
Okay.
The biggest wrestling trope that has never went anywhere has been done 100 million times, and it always seems to happen for WrestleMania. Whoever at the go home show is standing tall is going out on their back.
You need to write a wrestling rule book.
Oh, just the wrestling tropes? like the
Yep,
Dusty
just that.
finish and
Oh yeah.
it's no, I've just watched it my whole life, Greg.
Wrestling for
Like,
Dummies 2025.
eh, no, I'm good. Much rather finish the one I've been working on. So,
Oh yeah, you are working on a new book, aren't you?
not a new one. It's still the same one.
It's new to them.
Yes, but it's still the same one. I've had to go in a different direction, but we'll talk more about
Hey,
that when
it
it
works.
comes. Uh,
Hey, there we go. Something for the
but
fans to look forward to.
just this year just seemed kind of underwhelming at the end of it. Like, I'm not disappointed
Yeah.
by the John Cena win at all, like so many people are. Clearly, you are.
I feel like we just
Spe-
ate. I feel like we just got served a 20-ounce steak, and we're just trying to finish the last couple of bites. Like, do I have to? Oh shit! Not again. Like, it just felt like we were making ourselves sick with the amount of shit we were getting forced into our system.
Yes, but like I was saying earlier, I think it's Cody Cena are done, and the next time will be SummerSlam in New Jersey, and Cody will win, and it'll start the redemption arc for Cena to go out as babyface. I put money on it.
Eh, eh, eh.
Just saying.
I'm. The crowd pissed me off.
Yeah, why'd the crowd piss you off? How'd the crowd piss you off?
Motherfucker, who's the babyface going into this? Cody.
Well.
And the crowd said,
Hey, don't say that. 'Cause that's not true.
not the not the wrestling.
Okay.
1,000% not the wrestling.
Okay.
Cena
Well,
still
then
can't
what?
wrestle for shit. Cody's line on Friday was fucking gold. As far as like expecting them to cheer Brett, but they fucking booed the shit out of him. Like Owen was more over. That's kind of how I felt. I always seen Owen as a good heel. I'm sorry. I
Well,
loved
yeah.
the douchebag Owen. So I mean, that was just how I felt about it. It was just trying to compare crowd reactions to past situations.
I get
Not
what you're
necessarily
trying to
the
say.
in ring, but yeah. It just the crowd fucking always flips shit and it pisses me off.
I
Damn
get
Cody
that.
crybabies.
What are you talking about? They weren't there tonight.
Oh no, they were not. I have no idea. I guess they got stuck
'Cause
in the airport, or that crowd was. They didn't give a flying shit
no.
about Cody.
After the song was over and the bell rang.
Yeah, it
and
was.
see, and that's one thing that I kind of feel bad about Cody. Cody didn't need to face John Cena. Cody needed somebody that could have given him a match. And I mean a legitimate WrestleMania match like Roman Reigns did last year.
Yeah.
Because this year kind of felt like, why does it seem like every show, every WrestleMania, starting with 11, just kind of doesn't hit the mark. 11 didn't miss the mark, or didn't hit the mark. 21 didn't really hit the mark for me. 31 didn't.
They started testing for cocaine.
Totally not even what I'm talking about.
The
But
reason they all miss the mark is because nobody's brains are being medically induced anymore to the point where they can fully execute some stupid ass crazy shit that makes the fans. WrestleMania 2000 was probably the last time that we had something that crazy.
I'm not even talking. Well, I'll give you that, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying,
You're talking about missing the
why?
mark.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, why is it not the first one, but 11, the 11th one, 11, 21,
Okay.
31, now 41, have all kind of been, they've had their
Hangover shows.
moments. Yeah.
Hangover
like,
manias. Because
yeah,
you got
they're
a
not,
Granddaddy show.
yeah. Which last year
A
definitely
big,
was.
and then you go into, you got 5 years to build to the halfway point, and then they start promoting for that 10-year anniversary all over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You
right
could
now
think
they have nothing to really latch onto, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think they could have done something different.
I mean, they bought AAA. That was cool enough for me. That's the highlight of the weekend.
That really was the highlight of the weekend because I mean, we'll be able to see AAA more. Don't get me wrong. I watch it on YouTube, but you know,
I was expecting New Japan and got AAA. Just means The Rock is more fluent in Spanish than he is in Japanese.
I don't think that's it. But I do think Tony
He
Khan
cooks
shit his
better tacos
pants.
than he does Japanese steak.
Wagyu beef is delicious.
Sorry, where was The Rock tonight? Was he cooking? Because he damn sure
I
wasn't there.
don't know. Don't know.
That
Probably filming some movie or something.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of pissed off fans because they were expecting The Rock and got nada.
Yeah, didn't get nothing.
Just nothing. So, but yeah, all in all, WrestleMania Night 2, 4 out of 10.
I'll go 5. If if that's tonight, then what was last night's?
A fucking 8 out of 10 at least.
Really? So you're saying last night was a better night than? Because I thought tonight was way better. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
We'll have to dive into it a little bit more and like actually sit and watch the matches and actually go through it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about first
Cuz it
reactions. Like
as far as like first night, like right now, as of right now, I thought night 1 did better than night 2.
see, I thought
Just because it ended the wrong way.
I see how you. Oh, sorry, I see how you could feel that way, but
Yeah. It's we'll
Cody,
have to see how tomorrow goes.
yes, definitely, because it's night after Mania, and it's the first night after Mania on Netflix.
Oh, to be at the roast of WrestleMania tonight.
Oh, dude, it pisses me off that they're not showing it or anything.
They are filming it from what I've heard. There's cameras all over the place filming it for a later release.
Good, they
I'm pretty sure
better.
they're trying to filter the shit out of it because I'm sure Tony's gonna eat that fucking shit alive.
They said,
So like let's record it first, and then we'll make sure that there's nothing there against Vince that'll get us sued by Vince. Like,
well, Tony was on the pre-show and he was
Mhm.
talking about how supposedly they gave him full blanche, full, you know, to where he
yeah,
even was telling the wrestlers that are going to be on it, you know, don't worry about getting fired, don't worry about getting canceled, just we're here to joke and have fun.
exactly.
So I hope they do,
But
because that's really after. Don't get me wrong, it was WrestleMania. I enjoyed it as a whole. It could have been
yeah,
better. It could have been worse. I've seen some worse WrestleManias. WrestleMania 27. Eh. So
it was definitely the match that, or the WrestleMania that made me feel exhausted, and I wasn't even there.
yeah. Well,
Like it, I'm glad. I bitched and bitched and bitched about not being there, but after seeing that main event, thank you. That's all I gotta say.
all
That's all
right,
I gotta say.
all
But
right. It was a hell
once
of a
again,
WrestleMania.
it was, sir. And with that being said, we are going to wrap up night 2 of WrestleMania with our second live edition of the Wrestling Fandom podcast, hosted by Mr. Jesse Lawson and myself, Greg Huddle. We will see you all next week. We are going to try and get a couple of these podcasts recorded this week. Next week will be next weekend will be a re-release of this night 1 and night 2 with our special little quirks that we're going to add in. We have some photos from my trip to Vegas. We have some stuff from fans that were actually in attendance at WrestleMania night 1 and night 2 that we're going to throw up there for you guys to look at. Shout out to Mr. Larry Page for throwing those in to us and submitting the photos and videos. So we'll have those for all the fans that are watching.
Thank you, Larry.
Shout out to Renaissance. Yes, sir. Shout out to Rena Center at 4003 East Sprague for sponsoring night 1 and night 2. Appreciate it, Mr. Rubin. Trying to think, man, this has just been a whirlwind
Yeah.
of a weekend. Uh, if I'm
Don't
forgetting
forget to
something,
Yes, don't forget to help us try and get to next year's WrestleMania by picking up your Wrestling Fandom podcast t-shirts at the tstop.net.
yes,
Help us
sir.
get there.
So
We got a year. Help us get there.
1 year, 365. So with that being said, Jesse, I think it's time.
Absolutely.
Thank
You
you,
guys have a
fuck you,
good
bye, boom.